Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain what the funding fee is. So, if the futures price is higher than the spot price, it's the longs who pay the shorts. On the other hand, if the futures price happens to be lower than the spot price, then shorts pay longs. Where do we find the rate? When you open the pair, you can see the funding rate displayed right here. It's positive now. This means that long positions are currently paying the short positions. And the interval, there's a countdown here. For Bitcoin, this happens on average once every 8 hours, which is pretty standard, so the fee is paid 3 times a day. If you are wondering how to see the funding fee you've received or paid, just click here on Transaction History, and your positions are here, as you can see. For example, I opened a position and ended up paying a funding fee of about $4. Before that, I paid another $7. Right below that, you'll see I paid a funding fee of $18. This is how to see the fees you've paid. So, how are these calculated? As I mentioned, the rate is shown here. Right now, the maximum this rate can go is up to 2%. For some pairs, depending on the situation, if it changes drastically, it can be raised to minus or plus 4%. In that case, this means you could pay a maximum fee of 4% of your total position size. So if the funding rate is at 2%, that means you pay 2%, or you'd receive a payment from them. Now, as you can see here, I have paid a funding fee. However, looking at some other pairs, you don't always pay, for example on Bitcoin. For instance, as you can see here, I've earned a funding fee twice, once for 60 cents and once for 31 cents, making a total of about $1 here. As I mentioned, this changes entirely based on the difference with the spot side. It's a method used on the futures side to balance the price. So what if the funding fee is very high? Let's say a new pair launches and the rate quickly hits minus 2%. This is a clear indicator that there are a very large number of short positions on that pair. If you open a long position there, you'll earn the funding fee. If you open a short position on that pair, you will pay the funding fee. So you can use the funding fee in your analysis this way. And as I said before, if the funding fee on a given pair is, for example, minus 2%, that shows a lot of short positions. Be careful though, this can often backfire. With so many shorts, market makers can sometimes push the price upwards with the specific goal of liquidating all of those short positions. So that's a key point to pay attention to. So you can calculate the funding fee this way and see how much you've paid from this section. If you have any questions, you can let us know in the description section below. See you in future videos. Goodbye.